Hello, my wonderful viewers. You're welcome back. Guys, still on Senator Natasha matter. As in, I have a question. Guys, I don't know. I beg, who know the answer to this question? Make them help me write them inside the comment section. Why is Akpabio, Ododo, Yahaya Bello, why are they afraid of Senator Natasha? Guys, why are they afraid of ordinary woman? According to them, they call them ordinary woman. But this woman, I see a 1 in a million woman. Guys, I have a video. Say she don't come out with another fresh allegation against Akpabio and Yahaya Bello. This time around, she thought say Ododo was not involved. Say because when Akpabio tell Ododo, say make Ododo start her recall process. So Ododo tell Akpabio, say no go dey possible. At the end of the day, he called on the men of Akpata for chaos, who is Yahaya Bello. Guys, make I drop the video for now. Make una watch. I beg, watch to the end. And after that, I want you to tell me wetin make Akpabio, as in the Oga Kpata Akpabio, they afraid of ordinary woman. I would like to hear your comment. Thanks and bye. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I beg. The subscription I make you for the get update for Wabonga news. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.
On the 12th of March, Akpabio spoke to Governor Ododo to recall me. But he told him to be impossible because the masses are with her, the people are with her. But Akpabio was not satisfied. He then consent for Yahaya Bello. And it was actually Senator Asukwo from Cross River that drove Yahaya from Hilton Hotel. I was informed of everything. And when I got to know, hold on, the meetings was in two folds. He told him to commence my recall. And that he was going to fund it. Of course, monies changed hands that night. The second thing he told him was that he should try and kill me. I didn't make this public, but I wrote to the IG of police. And Akpabio told Yahaya Bello, I am saying sorry about what I've said. He told him that he should make sure that killing me does not happen in Abuja. It should be done here. So it will seem as if it's the people that killed me here.
This state have turned itself to a war zone. The government are always coming up with an excuse that does not resonate with the realities in Kogi State. I am from Kogi State, precisely on Mala local government. Doctor, the 2024 last year, 32 people were massacred in my local government. My uncle, my auntie were victims of that massacre. There was no coffee, there was no ban on any political rallies, there was nothing of such. The government, in fact, was even denied as if there was nothing happening until I took to social media and took to all the media houses to escalate and expose what was going on. There was no ban on political rallies. Only for Natasha coming on after she printed the poster I was circulating on social media. Then boom, Kogi State. Then this. In fact, that means the state of emergency declared in Rivers State should be repeated in Kogi State for insecurity. If they are telling us about insecurity that have been in Kogi State, as I speak to you, my village, where I come from, Bagana, there is no building. My building was raised to zero by bandit. As I speak to you, there is no single building standing in that place. The people have been in IDP for the past 2 years. Kogi State government have never declared the state of emergency in that local government, but they declared it in Ihima, where no single life have ever been taken. They are jittering. They are afraid of the charisma, the ambience, and everything that Senator Natasha carries. She is a young lady. I can tell you, among the people on that floor of the Senate, the person that have won his election clear, devoid of all those games that they played against us in 2023, is Senator Natasha. She has the grassroots. She has the people, and that is why they are afraid. And I challenge Ododo and Bello put together 10 of them, not two, just one, 10 together, and one in an open ballot. Natasha will defeat them before 4 hours. In 4 hours, Natasha will stood there. Nobody will vote for them. They are just imposing themselves on the people, causing a lot of chaos in the place. A lot of bandits, a lot of kidnappings are going on in Ejule, in Aloma Aziz. They have not done anything. It's only about politics. Once this is the same thing they did to us. You forget during the election, during the campaign of Murtala Ajaka, they stopped us. They will let this young man on the road. Almost shot at him directly.
With a massive turnout by my constituents to receive me. More importantly, the fact that they were able to dare the unjust restraints that were placed by the governor yesterday, which called for the cancellation of rallies and gatherings and all whatnot. I mean, it's very heartwarming to know that my people were able to come out in such numbers, in their thousands, waited for me since morning, and prayed that I actually come, because, it takes, I keep saying that democracy is all about the people. The government, the real true government are the people. And if I, as a representative, see this amount of love and support, then I think that's where I get my courage from. And then I have no option but to yield to that pull from the people. So I'm so grateful that they came out. I'm so thankful for this reception. And I'm also grateful to my husband for his generosity, I would say, because we spent pretty much all night with our think tank brainstorming how to maneuver the various restrictions that were placed by not only the governor, but the commissioner of police earlier today. So we took a whole lot to think, okay, we were not to use the waterways because even the fishing activities were suspended today. So that means any movement on the water could be seen as countering the government order. So we had to take away the accessing Kogi Central to the waters because, would have as well gotten in through Ajakuta local government. And then we thought the roads, we saw the list of all the roads that were going to be barricaded from the east, west, south, and north. We knew there was no way we could enter the state. And the only option we saw was through air. And then immediately we began to make efforts towards that. So, like I say, it takes a whole lot of resources, courage, support from the people, and God Almighty to have made this possible. And I thank God because at the end of the day, it just shows that, against all, people must find the courage to dare unjust situations. That's it. And whatever happens from today, well, I just commit every day to your hands. With regards to what statements I made today, yes, I still insist on my stance that I was sexually harassed by the Senate President and that the harassment generated into malice, which denied me a lot of my privileges and rights on the floor of the National Assembly, and by extension denied the people of Kogi Central. Each time he denied me a chance to present a concern was him subjecting them to a denial of federal representation. And that's wrong. This is democracy. You can't extend your personal vendetta on one person to the people, And of course, again, I said my suspension is illegal. It's unjust because it contravenes the Nigerian Constitution and even the Senate rules that says the senator should be suspended for just 14 days. Why 6 months? Especially when there are a series of court precedents, in Ali Ndume and Omo Agege's cases. You see that the courts have time after time said you cannot suspend a senator that is duly elected. You cannot. And if you have to apply by the Senate rules, then it will be 14 days. And that's, again, for very serious offenses. So when they say that I was suspended, not for the sexual allegation, but for gross misconduct, the question again is, what exactly did Senator Natasha Akpabio do on the floor of the Senate that amounts to gross misconduct? I didn't fight. I didn't insult anybody. I wasn't violent. So what did I do? I didn't tear anybody short. We've had senators fight. We've had senators slap each other. We've had senators tear clothes, throw things. In short, even the last 2 weeks, you've seen a whole lot of heated debates on the floor. But nobody was suspended. Why? Because I'm a woman? Or why? Because I'm a minority among minority? Because when you talk about the larger tribe, ethnicities there, you have about 20 Yoruba senators, the Hausas, you have a lot of them, but I'm the only one there. So why? I'm actually even very disappointed that my senators from Kogi, especially the senator from Kogi West, took it upon himself. He did not even mention the fact that Senator Karimi also cooked up a report trying to label me as if I'm a KGB agent infiltrating the National Assembly to disrupt the 10th Assembly and democracy. So what I did in that was that I took a preemptive measure by writing to the police so that they could invite Senator Karimi to testify or attest to the fact to how he knew about the so-called KGB agent and the infiltration moves. So I call my suspension illegal and unjust, and I hope that the courts will do justice. It's unfortunate that Justice Egwato recused himself on the 25th of March 2025. He did mention that he was recused because of the petitions that the Senate President wrote against him. But then I also got to know, like I said, allegedly, that he was also threatened, because that's what usually happens. And I respect his decision, but I pray that the next judge, who is Justice Binta Nyako, actually will be strong enough to stand against any threats. Because at the end of the day, if the bad people keep winning, that means the entire country will suffer and our democracy suffers. So we need courageous people to strengthen the institutions who are supposed to be independent anyways. I look forward to getting back to the Senate so that I could resume my functions as a senator duly elected by my people. But if by chance I am not recalled on time, I will still continue carrying out my activities. Tomorrow we're going to commence the reconstruction of 3 primary healthcare centers in Kogi Central, and we have a lot of other activities on. We also have some empowerment programs that will be coming up this week here. It doesn't stop me from doing my work, even if it means I have to work extra hard, since I'm out of office temporarily, to make my people feel the good impact of democracy. But I pray that Nigerians across, even beyond Kogi Central, will be able to continuously lend their voices, because an injustice to me is an injustice to everyone. We all see what is happening to Governor Fubara himself, whereby he's suspended for 6 months as well against the backdrop, against the Constitution. I did mention that the Nigerian Constitution does not allow the suspension of elected officers. So again, I thank Nigerians, I thank Nigerian women for their support, for their understanding. Yesterday, when I received the award for the voice of good governance, the chair in the hall, when I was called, just reaffirmed that many people are with me. Many women across Nigeria are with me in this fight for justice on the sexual harassment part, because many women are actually facing this ill, but they cannot just speak up. And most of these men, some of the men actually who criticize me, I would tell them, well, they should go home, call their wives, call their daughters, and ask them. They will be surprised what their wives and daughters will tell them that goes on in workplaces or in the learning institutions. So generally, I want to appreciate Nigerians. I want to appreciate the international community, the many international organizations that have lent voices and wrote statements. I want to appreciate Auntie Obie Ezekwesili, Kadraya Ahmed, and many others who have, irrespective of their regions or their states, they found a purpose in what I'm doing, and have stood by me through thick and thin. And again, I'm going to call on INEC, and I'm going to call on the police and the DSS. Hey, these are institutions that are meant to safeguard and strengthen Nigeria's ecosystem with regards to the good governance. So it's about time that they find courage to desist from being manipulated by the powerful people, especially those who have so much to throw around. It's about time they resist this temptation so that they'll be able to serve ordinary citizens. If I myself, being a senator, can be subject
subjected to so much attacks in just the span of 1 month. You can imagine what an ordinary citizen who wants to challenge the illegalities around will face. Do you understand? If I myself, with the support I'm having, with my family support and all that, and my party, I'm still able to face this much attack, imagine what it will happen to an ordinary person. So I think I'll just tell INEC, hey, they should just do what is right. The INEC chairman should not be afraid. He's going to retire soon. This is pretty much his last term. This is the time for him to redeem his image, especially with regards to the conduct of the past elections, as regards to especially what was captured in the several electoral observers' reports. The INEC chairman should do right by this recall. I know it's fraudulent. The signatures were collected. The few signatures amongst the lot were collected by fraud, deceit, and many were just manipulated. So it will be really gruesome to know that such illegality will succeed at this day and age. I have nothing been other than a good citizen, a law-abiding citizen, and I don't think I should suffer just because I decide to dare the corrupt institutions. Because what they're doing to me is trying to break me down. All of what has happened is just a plot to break me down, make me apologize, and make me fall in line and behave like every other senator or every other politician. But I have always said, I got into politics not to behave like a typical politician, but to try to reform the political space so that it can be safer and more effective, you understand, for Nigerians. So that's it.
On the 12th of March, Akpabio spoke to Governor Ododo to recall me. But he told him to be impossible because the masses are with her, the people are with her. But Akpabio was not satisfied. He then sent for Yaya Bello. And it was actually Senator Asukwo from Cross River that drove Yaya from Hilton Hotel. I was informed of everything. And when I got to know, hold on, the meetings was in two folds. He told him to commence my recall. And that he was going to fund it. Of course, monies changed hands that night. The second thing he told him was that he should try and kill me. I didn't make this public, but I wrote to the IG of police. And Akpabio told Yahaya Bello, I am saying, sorry about what I've said. He told him that he should make sure that killing me does not happen in Abuja. It should be done here. So it will seem as if it's the people that killed me here. I didn't make that public, but we did notify the security agencies of that. And he called a number of people in the cabinet, questioned them. How come that project found its way here? And in his words, he said, how can such resources, gas from the Niger Delta, be moved to the north? That he will stop it. And I will prove to you what he did. After the Senate President removed me, by the way, it is because of the 5 LNG projects that Akpabio removed me from the Committee of Local Content. Because he said, ever since he made me as the chairperson of Local Content, I have used that office to promote the North. That was what he said.